spirit. Gold is here. Gold is where you find it. The only one with the decency to bear the weight, the decency.
When you made down about school,
Galamsey, gather them, wash them, and sell them using the simplest of tools. Artisanal gold mining, or galamsey as it is known in Ghana, has always been our ancestral way of mining. It was handed down to us through centuries of indigenous mining initiative until the colonial government declared our mining method illegal and halted any chance we had of perfecting it. Even though Ghana has long since been freed, that declaration still remains in our statute books and in our collective conscience.
And show that after all, the black man is capable of managing the whole affairs.
Ghana has produced and exported gold for centuries. In pre-colonial times, present-day Ghana was one source of gold that reached Europe via trans-Saharan trade routes. In the 15th century, Portuguese sailors tried to locate and control gold mining from the Gold Coast, but soon turned to more easily obtained slaves to herald the infamy of transatlantic slave trade. Today, galamsey miners face huge pressure from the government to bring an end to their activities, whose detrimental effects many believe far outweigh any possible justification. What really pushes them into the belly of the earth? Are the push factors being ignored in favor of populist military-style campaigns? If gold is here, and gold is really here. Buried deep beneath Ghana's jungles are billions of dollars worth of gold that for centuries has arguably benefited mostly multinational gold mining companies and a few Ghanaian elite. For the desperately impoverished mining communities, the wealth they host has neither brought development to them nor employment for their teeming unemployed youth. Every day, they see their natural wealth carted away in big trucks on their neglected, pothole-strewn roads. Today, the country must grapple with the impact of its gold wealth in a global marketplace as massive multinational companies mining the concessions battle a large indigenous unlicensed sector bent on getting their fair share.
Another thing that pushed the people into these mining activities is a desire to own their own natural resources. They live in these communities where there are a lot of gold there, and they know the foreign companies come there, they take their gold. So for them, it's a fight back that we need to own our own natural resources.
Galamsey, which is derived from the phrase gather and sell, used to be done in a very simple way. Men, women and children gathered dirt or mud by either using their bare hands, pickaxes or shovels. After that, they would wash the dirt off in streams and collect the tiny gold dust. Ashanti gold seekers are known to have panned and mined gold from the quartz reefs of their lands long before Ashanti Goldfields Corporation was established in 1897. Back then, few gold seekers extracted the metal using mercury. This type of galamsey was laborious, and one could operate on a piece of land for very long periods of time. Mining activities could coexist with normal farming activities on the same piece of land, or the land could easily be reclaimed for farming shortly after the mining intervention.
No mu ba mu pe na mrofo bedi o man so pe no and I pay any Ghana for you to be now, you trim. Say any new quantity to you. And we are there for Galamsey, illegal. And in London, I can see in now company I can see.
Our ancestors have been collecting the ores from riverbeds and processing them since the 4th century. But then when the British came, somewhere around 1935, they brought laws and they said that our way of doing mining was illegal, was bad. You know, if it's not their way, our way is not good.
Ghanaian farmers have mined gold during slow agricultural seasons for centuries. But nowadays, artisanal mining has become a thriving industry.
You go to certain areas where previously, before the onset of mining, people were going gainfully into agriculture. People were planting seeds and some people were rearing sheep and all that. Now, the mining came and they found it more lucrative and then they've abandoned that kind of job.
According to the artisanal mining expert Gavin Hilson of Reading University, artisanal mining accounts for 15% of Ghana's national gold production. But because most artisanal mining operations are not registered with the government, technically speaking, their work is deemed unlawful.
I got a hit and run. So, what they can declare is that we're illegal person and one watching we and once a card walker.
It is estimated that artisanal or galamsey mining provides livelihoods for 1 million people in Ghana and an estimated 50 million people around the world, from Brazil through Tanzania to Indonesia. These jobs are especially precious in Ghana's mining communities, where unemployment for 15 to 24-year-olds ranges between 70 and 90% compared to the national average of 30%.
Abana so obra galamsey so Ghana enya mo nso na akọ school se me ko school yi na nke so me de me ho ma galamsey ese no na me so mehwe e de ahwe da achem de bi benya bi ahwe me ba ene me yere ke ye stress nka aban no ko be ma nani aba fom be boy galamsey se e bra galamsey a de be dikura be den e be se e bia wakọ school akọ bo degree wa abrochira be tran office e sua wa de e bi so obi so nko sa school no. Sisi ame uska me hwese me nua ebekọ galamsey.
Children do work at galamsey mine sites. Depending on the child's physical strength, he or she can be engaged in almost every task performed at a mine site. However, the majority of them work as porters or washers. Children lifting and carrying heavy ore can suffer serious skeletal deformation.
You find children as young as 10, some even 8-year-olds doing galamsey, and they will tell you their story. And usually it got to do with financial. There are no financial support for them. And you know, Ghana here, we don't have social support system. So if your family cannot provide for you, it means you, the child, has to find a way of supporting yourself. And it happens that in their communities, the only way they can do this is by going to mine site to work in the pits.
The child miners give varying reasons for skipping school for the mines.
Pacho, within the man of the child, because school Masoda Atano DAJHS, Pacho Medina Form 1. I'm starting a good in Hodmans, now 10 years. Same and 14 years.
Evlomia Jones, midnight class 5. Me galamsey.
Pacho me did the boy mamma because school I'll see primary school. Me didn't feel 13 years. Because galamsey, ebi a me koba, minya .1 70.
Did Tintapia Kodu. My dean fee Dunsia, Medina class 6. My pacho, the entire mamma in come school and say, me mamma and me papa or Munya, a bean farm or me. Impome mamma and papa or my bomb, one and go crowd my emily. The Siano,
Miana Mishema, Pon Square, my family codo, and I'm the Cogalam say, Bua Mina Pontuan, 70, Wanyakasiana 100, me Pamocho, and no ma, me here, many become Siku, and Sabia, boost, bag, in Pabua. Na de be me nyaji we school me so ne computer laptop we mu nyina aka ho ani medidiem
me din de jedora me na pieces me digara passion e be to me be me kona me nya 2.1 pontu no si ayi 140 menya na ayi 100 ma me so hwe me na papa na hwe me e papa nso agya man e se me de nse me ni school no se me ba me scanto yoni me say ni bus entinga me say me bus nanga menya pen enga me ska ni ka create nanga be be school
o hawo wo school no se e kasi en fa bibi mla na se obu okola na o ma me ni bi nso mba for so sa na ebu a esi entua PTA juice metua for city enti me kwa akase city se ametua ebiem so ne se esi ye Friday we and so metua 10 cedi aka 5 cedis
so yam fa to bia nto school se nkwala no ntua je se feeding program no nko apɛ enam se enye government one millennium for sponsor ye niti no ono na so omo ba omo tua 30 pesos enti no ana apart from fa levi bia nto nkwala no bia so
me di jap mama ata me go school at 20 o'clock I see primary me na class 4 yes yan dey on me ase and see it and say nkonya ko go slow e wi aba yentimi nsuan de ade e trust di nsuan de na say e pa me chama mo ya yentimi nsuan de ntimi e menye penfo me mo aga na man e pa me chama me boy kakra na esre ma dem ba cha dem de so many me damas.
Hear the voice of the warrior king, the voice that quakes the Mediterranean and echoes through the libraries of Timbuktu. And the dusty caravan arrives, the pinnacle of Mansa Musa's empire, the constructive movement behind the Sikedra of Osei Tutu.